answer is going to be anything other than he gets to hit lots and lots of buttons. I'm not sure how correct you are.
I mean, in Rivals 1, it was because he didn't wear pants, so you played him because you were a freak. That was, if you were a Zetter player, that was
until Definitive came out, though.
Yeah, and then the Zetter player base dropped off a cliff. There were so many less Zetterburns after Definitive came out.
That's actually so unbelievably true. Oh my god. You know, I remember being there at Genesis 7, just losing my mind when we all saw that Zetterburn got a loincloth for Definitive. But little did we know, it was going to be the end of Zetters. That's what we think.
Until now.
Until now, baby.
Game 1 on the dojo.
Yeah, game 1 on the classic triplat. So, I mean, it's a question as to how these two are going to play. And sometimes you look at a player and you think to yourself, all right, well, I can tell what game they came from, right? You know, did they come from Rivals 1? Did they come from Melee? Did they come from PM? Zetter players, a lot of them really do tend to have those Melee PM backgrounds.
I think they kind of just show up and crawl out of the earth like a worm after a rainstorm.
Yeah, but
they come from the land itself.
Let's be so real. If these are the kinds of worms coming out after a rainstorm, I don't know how many of us are surviving.
I would not still love them.
I would not still love them. Yeah, but right now we're seeing the fireball just gonna try to get as much of this fire as possible so the consume is online. But in the meantime, it's going to be Drovi who's able to get that consume hit. Still a lot of damage coming in between the two with just the full stage run up strong coming from No More Mr. Nicefire.
Interesting, however, that the in-game Steam name is still Mr. Nicefire, so I'm not sure what kind of situation we've got in our hands here. As there's just an absolute ass-kicking taking place in the second stock in the dojo. Second stock Zetter might not be a stronger version, as we saw last set in our other ditto.
Yeah, I think the second stock Zetter might actually be significantly weaker. At the very least, not going to be dying to the up just yet.
The chankest trade you've ever seen. When you're on fire, but don't get the fire consumed because it's a trade die anyway. It's full
yeah, I mean, that's a GameStop trade if I've ever seen one. But in the meantime, I'm going to be able to not even out the stocks, but at the very least take one of those stocks. And second stock Zetter, let's see whether or not it's a matter of the Zetter or the player. But right now, it really does seem to be the player. No More Mr. Nicefire not playing around.
Yeah, I mean, this is just an explosion of offense from Nicefire here. Not looking too bad on the other side either, but sometimes trading isn't what you want when you're so far behind. Gotta make something happen definitively. That's the opposite of what I would consider an outcome, but that up B takes you real far. And it doesn't matter, because we got throw strong.
Yeah, we got down throw up strong coming in from No More Mr. Nicefire. Simply going to go for the tried and true. If you're not already DIing out, you are DIing towards that blast zone. Good luck, my friend.
Time to figure out what kind of stage you want to pick in a ditto. Yeah, just go back to the starters. It's kind of rare to see a counter pick in a ditto, you know?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I do see a lot of starters when it comes to the dittos, right? And it says, all right, you know, I really like to go to Godai Delta. I really like to go to Ho Dojo. Jules Vale, I actually argue, is one of the more rare of the starters we end up seeing.
You only really see, you know, the Crag on double Crag Rockwall pick.
Oh yeah, you see a lot of that. I'll give it that.
You're not really gonna see the dittoer that only picks Harbor.
Unless you're from Arizona, I guess.
Terrifying.
Those Arizonans built different.
No, they just pick Merchant Port. Insane fireball distribution for them both to hit like that.
Oh my lord. But right now, No More Mr. Nicefire might be in the lead. Forward throw, going to be able to do it. It's going to consume that fireball and eat up that stock.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a better punish dip, I would say. Able to find those kills a lot more seamlessly.
Oh, wow, and the special getup actually going to be able to duck right underneath that fireball. This is not a great position for Drovi. And Drovi right now still trying to find a way to take this first stock. Second stock Zetterburn at the very least looking much stronger this time around.
It's crazy. It's almost like there's no correlation between stock count and player skill. As second stock Zetterburn runs off the stage and almost dies.
Almost dies, but hasn't died just yet. In the meantime, Drovi just going absolutely ham, sees the opportunity and going to take as much as possible. But all of a sudden, no more Mr. Nicefire back in the driver's seat, and Drovi back in trouble.
Oh, no tech there. And we're just gonna keep up the offense here. Drovi with no opportunity to get back to a neutral situation there, despite hitting some techs on the way.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of these up throws coming in from Drovi, simply just going to be looking for more and more damage, because once it gets to the kill percents, we're not really seeing the grab attempts come out from Drovi. Shine Upstrong not going to connect either. In the meantime, we're seeing a little bit more life from Drovi, but no more Mr. Nicefire. Off stage, not going to die just yet.
Oh, right, jumps over the fireball, and we've got our first last stock game of the set.
Our first last stock game, aka game number 2.
Yeah, because the first game was not a last stock game. I'm very intelligent.
Yeah, but oh, I was almost certain that that one hit, but in the meantime, up throw not going to get the sweet spot either of those times there. Drovi going to be able to get right back to stage. The whiff grab going to get instantly punished though. And no more Mr. Nicefire, slowly slipping in terms of their control, but still holding on to that victory.
Looking pretty good here. In the meantime, in our other loser set, Johnny Jarko has won 3-2, so we may be seeing them up next. But for now, we've still got a Zetterburn to observe. Jules seemed to be better than Dojo, but might not be our pick for game number 3. Yet another starter has hit.
It's the other starter that was mentioned. That's all I'm gonna say.
No merchant. What kind of show is this?
Yeah, it's almost like both of these players are from the East Coast instead of from Arizona. There really is only one region where everyone loves merchant. I'm
kind of into merchant in this game more than Rival 1, actually. I might be a convert.
You might want to look into going to Arizona.
I've been there more times than I probably should have.
Yeah, maybe. Alright, but, you know, in the meantime, both of these players maybe off stage a little more than they should be, but Drovi a lot happier with how things have been going for this game right now in the driver's seat. Gonna look for a potential kill.
Yeah, bit of weird ledge play there, just none of them able to get a solid hit on each other.
Right now, Nair not going to be able to do enough just yet. Oh, wow.
Strong.
What?
25 more years, Shine Up Strong.
Yeah, that spot dodge was so unbelievably good from Nicefire. They're not going to be getting tagged by that Upstrong and immediately firing back with an Upstrong of their own there. But Drovi going to be able to get back to stage first. I mean, as long as you can hold on to that ledge first, you're in a good position. All right, you take that 7% fire damage, but no more than that until Drovi gets the full opportunity to go right on in.
Oh, fireballs meet.
Fireballs meet. They look at each other directly in the eyes, and Drovi says, "This is my game to take."
And hey, so far so good. First lead of the set. Could we see another reverse 3-0? Well, it's not the last stock, perfectly even.
Yeah, you couldn't really ask for a more even game number 3 here. But right now, Drovi on the back foot once again. No more Mr. Nicefire. On the other hand, evened up in percent. And all of a sudden, there's that Zetter punish game.
So nice, consistent punish game. A lot of things get done with hits, but no big off stage or big sweet spots here. So it's still an even neutral situation. just clipping each other, inching those percents up and up and up until finally something will start killing.
Yeah, Forder not going to kill just yet. It does manage a sweet spot, but
And
oh,
Drovi gets a bit
no.
confused there. Bang bang situation, man. Just not lined up with the wall in the way he thought he was. Our first 3-0 of the day.
Our first 3-0 of the day, but still very much close, though. I mean, you go over there, you talk to the pool captain for the rest of the tournament, and talk about how, oh,
Just
well, you
all
know what,
around.
it was a good one, right? It was a good set, but in the meantime, that is going to be no more Mr. Nicefire. Continuing onwards as Drovi does bow out.